Howdy friends and neighbors, old Doc here again. Just wanted to give you a little update on the river. As you can tell, there's a lot less trash going down the river, so the river's moving faster. It's amazing how much the trash slows the flow down. The river has actually gone down probably 2 or 3 feet since the last video. There's still a little trash coming down the tree every once in a while. Tree branches, sticks, what have you. And I'm standing in the same place because here's the national flower. Let's walk down here a little ways. It's starting to rain. There's the water right there. That is 10-12 feet away from me. There's some of the trash. But the water level, see there's rocks going down. They had a flood in 1952. The river was up out of the banks, and that's when the ground that our house sits on was flooded. And actually our driveway down just past the back side of the house, that is a 3 to 4 foot sandbar that was left when the flood waters from 1952 receded back into the river here. But since then they channelized the river and put rocks and concrete, what have you, along here shortly after that. Let's see the wing dikes. Let me zoom you back in here. There's a wing dike. Whoop, get the camera up, Martin. There's a wing dike there that you can't see. Over there, right at the end of that tall tree, you can see the end of a piling. I don't know if we can see any more. Okay, that's sticking up out of the water right there. That's a piling, the end of a wing dike. So, yeah, several communities, North Sioux City, South Dakota. You can look this up on a map or Google Maps, whatever. They got flooded the other day. The little community just west of, north of Dakota Dunes, South Dakota, which the Dakota Dunes got flooded out. But there's a little community just north of the Dakota Dunes called McCook Lake. And that was just destroyed. The water from the Big Sioux busted through a levee and it washed the houses down into the lake. And it's not a big lake, but I've seen some videos on Facebook of the water rushing between the houses and down into the lake, and it just eroded what little bank was there and took houses with it. But yeah, that river, she's moving. This river normally flows like 5 miles an hour. It's probably doing 15 right now. It's moving right along. So in 2011, when we had the flood, we had water. There's Old Pearl. We had water up this high in 2011, and I trucked dirt 24/7 from the upper side of the Dakota Dunes all along Sioux City, down around the airport, down past Port Neal, which is the power plant, clear down to Salix, Iowa. We built levees. And in the government's wisdom, after the flood was over, they took the majority of the levees out. Who'd have thought they'd ever need them again, right? Especially up there at the Dakota Dunes. The people, they had 5 days they were told to move out of that little community, which is built on a sandbar. Back when I was a teenager, the Dakota Dunes was a party spot. It was nothing but woods and sandbar. That's where all the teenagers went to have their keggers and stuff. Well, in the 80s, they decided, some developer decided it'd be a great place to build high-end houses. Well, they're not high-end houses anymore because they can continuously get flooded and the government bails them out to rebuild and what have you. But anyway, 2011, they had 5 days. They were told 5 days in advance to pack their shit and and they didn't do it. When did they start moving? When we were trying to get in there with semis, side dumps and belly dumps to save their houses. They plugged up the damn streets getting in and out. And finally we just decided, we told the mayor there, you know what, to hell with them, let their house get washed away. The mayor got a hold of state police. State police were down there blocking the exits and gave us priority to get in there and build a levee to save their damn houses because they were too damn stupid to leave when they were told to. Anyway, this video is getting too long. Yeah, the floodwaters from 52, it flooded completely the town north of us, South Sioux City, Nebraska. And the floodwaters came here, and let me zoom in. You can see our fire hydrant right there. That is sandbar from the road clear down to the other side of my hoop building. That is 3-foot sandbar. Once you get on the driveway only, you get on either side of that driveway and it's hard clay. But the waters from South Sioux ran across our place, crossed Mom's, and just on the other side of this big cottonwood, or these two big cottonwoods, it ran across and back into the river over here to Johnny's. And it ate this riverbank out all the way back to the beginning of Mom's driveway. It eroded all that dirt. They put a big drainage system in probably 15 years ago down the middle of Mom's road, and they were out there with big track hose and things and digging to put that 6-foot culvert in, 6-foot diameter culvert in for storm drainage. And they were digging up, they came right down the middle of the road with it, and then it goes underneath that sign, and then the culvert sticks out over here. They were digging up old lumber, bottles, cement, wood, all kinds of trash that they used back after the flood of 52 to fill that back in and then put dirt on top of it again. So, yeah. Anyway, I thought I'd just give you a little update. I don't know if you can hear or see that tanker. Let me get you. Right there he is on the left side of the screen. The 185th Air Guard, or Air Wing they call it now over there. They call it the refueling wing. They fill, there's a big bladder inside that airplane. They fill with fuel, and they fly all over the world refueling aircraft in midair. So he's getting ready to take off. He's turning down runway 13, which is right in line. If I'm outside and there's a plane coming over, let me get this back down where it's manageable. They come right over our house and land on runway 13 over there. But anyway, yeah, the river's going down. It's probably gone down, I'm guessing, at least 3 feet. Yeah, but it's starting to sprinkle and rain again now. My air conditioner was supposed to arrive yesterday, and it didn't. So R&L Carriers, suck my fuzz. You can't even bother to call somebody and let them know that you're going to be late or you're not coming at all. 42 years I've been on the road, and I've never done that to anybody. And that was even before we had cell phones, long before we had cell phones. So, yeah, here's Mom's place.
It's a tradition, family tradition. That's Hank Jr. on Live 101.3. Joe, buddy.
There is one of the storm sewers that is connected right underneath the road here. There. And there's one there. Now that culvert is just in case the storm sewer fills up, I guess. Because like I said, there's a 6 or 8 foot culvert right underneath this road, and it goes right down there. So that is just an old culvert. I don't know why they left it there. I'm not even sure it comes out of the ground over here. So yeah, R&L Carriers, you're assholes as far as I'm concerned. You know, don't even bother to call somebody, let them know you're going to be late or not show up. That's bullshit. I mean, 42 years. I don't think 5 times I've ever been late with the load. So, I mean, this day and age. Tell me you can't make a phone call and let somebody know you're going to be late or you're not coming. I had help lined up yesterday to get this equipment off the truck and everything, and at 5 o'clock last night I knew you weren't coming, so I had to call my help and cancel them. And here it is, 10 o'clock the next day, and I still haven't heard a damn word from them. And excuse my language, but that just beats the ball batter out of me. I don't get it. Cornbread, I had to go uptown and get some skull, and I stopped on the road there and talked to my neighbor who was outside, and Cornbread was over helping him. I think he's restaining his back deck or something. Anyway, there's an update. 14 minutes, man, this is crap. Okay, friends and neighbors, be kind to yourself. Do something kind for a friend, a stranger, or a loved one. And, you know, just at the bare minimum, say please and thank you. That's all we got to do. That's all we got to do. Happy trails.